one screenshot of the gray Terminator, please. There we go. Okay, so this is the Chaos Terminators. This is actually something that what the animators always do is they put the basically the most difficult face or item on it that they can, so that they can check interpenetration. So of course we put on the Chaos Terminator with giant tusks because we want to see where things like giant tusks interpenetrate. So we've got that's the Chaos Terminator right there. That's going.
All right. So we're looking at the Chaos Terminator, like Brent says. I think the legs, if you're asking me what I think, and that's why I think you're watching this video, I think it looks pretty good. Here's where I don't like. I don't like the chest and I don't like the arms. Obviously, it's missing a lot of decorations. It's just grayscale. There's no texturing. I feel that he's a little too skinny. Like I've seen human beings that exist right now that are like, bodybuilders with their chest, and I'm talking like right here, wide, like cobra back as they call it. And it's just not wide at the rib cage. It seems not wide enough starting there. This little area here between the waist, the belt, I guess you would say, these cabling or armor, all the way until the edge here. It's that's fine. I guess I can live with that. But starting here at the rib cage, what I believe to be the rib cage, it needs to be wider. I picture Space Marines like stout, like thick. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure what the height is here. Like if another Space Marine's like maybe, a foot and a half, 2 feet shorter, I'm sure it's not going to be lore wise at first. It's just a model. This is one screenshot. It's a lot to think about, but that's just how I feel. I mean, the hands look kind of small to me, maybe even the wrists and the forearms. Obviously, maybe it's missing some of the armor, even like the gauntlets per se. But it just seems to me like it should be the character should be wider at starting from the rib cage and maybe even a little lower. The legs and the pelvis I can live with, but I I would like to see them thicker. Honestly, this is the first iteration. We don't even know if it's been updated, but these are my thoughts. So I thought I'd share with you. Looks pretty good though, gotta say.
To be this sort of like uh, structure. They're of course bigger than the other characters. They're going to have their gun in their right hand and their melee weapon in their left hand to start. It's going to be the first ones that we're doing. We're looking at, of course, Reaper autocannons, storm bolters, assault cannons, and then the usual accompaniment of melee weapons.
Yeah,
power
and
fists.
this is like what the animators see when they first get a model. So none of the colors and everything are correct,
Yep,
because
correct.
that hasn't seen like the art pass, and also the way our whole system works is things get colored by their faction. So his armor is white, but of course,
Yes.
whatever faction he is,
Yeah.
the armor will become colored that way, and the same with like the shiny chromy metal bits will be darkened down.
Yeah. So
And the tusks.
and the tusks will be bony potentially. There's lots of different options we have for those tusks.
Yeah, there's many tusks. I
Yeah.
think like
Yeah,
3,
yeah.
4, 5 different tusk options once we.
Oh yeah. Like if you look at the Chaos Terminator sprue, I mean, those heads are taken directly that. All right, those are normal sized hands for a Terminator.
Yes.
Until he puts a power fist on.
Yeah.
He needs a power fist, and then
There will be customization
Storm
for
bolter.
Termies, of course.
will we get Thunderhammer Storm Shield ones
We will
next year? Sometime next year.
Well, yeah, like we will be.
God.
We will be expanding on Terminators just like we expand on everybody else.
mhm.
The first guaranteed release will be melee range, though.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and that's something that we'll be doing for the Wraiths as well. So let's take a look at the video we have of the
Video.
Wraith in the
Yes.
client. First, this is just to show you that it is in the client and working. Obviously, we're going to be tuning
It
those
works.
animations.
It's a thing.
Yeah, but we're going to be putting the Wraithguard in first. So that's the one with the gun, so the D weapons.
He's also the one that's highest, so he's going to be the most trouble.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah, he's
necessarily
pretty
tell
tall.
from this pic, but yeah, he's freaking tall.
Yeah.
But basically, this is the start of the Wraithguard for them. Next week, we'll be adding, we'll be showing you the a textured Mega Knob, so you'll be able to see him inside that.
That
sick
might be
power.
moving.
Now we're talking little Mega Knob action. You know where we at. Orc boys unite!
Should be
It might be. We'll see.
Like this, of course. I mean,
This
should
one
be more of a frolic with this, and there should be butterflies.
Yeah. This one is
Eldar
moving
after all, right?
because we already we just stuck the Eldar animation on it because it's relatively easy. We'll be modifying them though.
Yes.
Like they won't be using the exact same animation. It's just to show that we are having progress on these guys.
but I mean, also part of the thing is that if they are on the maps that are currently out there, they might get some modifications. But part of being this class or like entirely new character is, of course, that you have limited accessibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We did make most of the doors tall enough with,
Yeah.
with the assumption
Yeah,
that those guys
yeah,
would
yeah.
come.
You're not gonna be
that's
stopped
what I'm
by
saying.
doorways.
Most of them are, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
there might be places.
Yeah. So these guys, of course, the Terminators will be tough. They will be hard to kill, but you will only be able to play them a limited amount of time in the default maps, like the default battles. We're working on a new system for spawning elites that will be.
Hopefully, they're actually elites. Where when they mean that they last a while, like it's gonna take a group of 4 or 5 guys shooting them for a few seconds or even 10 seconds for them to go down. Because now the veterans, I don't feel like a veteran when I'm a knob or a space marine. I feel like I'm one grenade or one plasma cannon or 3 seconds of a shuriken from dying. So, I can understand a big explosion like a grenade or a plasma. Well, not a grenade actually. It would have to be like a plasma cannon big, and a pretty good charge. But with the current way that it's going, these guys better not die in 1 second. It's kind of I'm kind of scared of what they mean by strong.